Can I tell a quick story from 45 years ago? It's a story about Pat Moynihan, who's a close friend of my family's. Pat Moynihan was senator from New York, and Jimmy Carter, in this famous period, actually again in August, so it was literally 45 years ago this month, retreated to Camp David for 10 days to consider the condition, the spiritual, moral condition of the American people before he was going to deliver maybe the most notorious presidential address in history that has come to be known as the Malaise speech, even though he never used the word Malaise. Anyway, Pat came back from Camp David. He was over at our house and he told this story. And the story was that he went to Camp David, as did many senators, and sat with Carter for 45 minutes. And sitting in the room with Carter was Rosalind Carter, his wife. And Pat told Carter what he thought Carter needed to say and needed to do. And Carter sat there quite silently, and Rosalind was holding his hand, and Carter would sort of look away, and then Rosalind would gently say, well, Pat just said you need to address problems in the family. And then Carter would say, yeah, we need to address problems in the family, something like that. And I mean, he never wrote about this or anything, but Pat came back and said, I think Carter had a nervous breakdown, or he's like on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Great story, and applicable to Kamala Harris, who seems to have a problem with alcohol and or Xanax.
Harris is going to go off, and that Walz is there to steer her back by holding her hand or doing snaps or finger snaps. But the security blanket idea of the candidate for president of the United States needing a sycophant sitting next to her to keep her on track in the interview is a weird